Hello, welcome back. In this session, we are going to learn about table user-defined functions. In previous lesson, we gone through the scalar user-defined function and we developed three user-defined functions here. So let's quickly go to the table user-defined function, how to create it. So go to the repositories, new, and go to the select others, and then if you scroll down you will see the table function here. Click next, give the table user defined function name. So I'll say table function books. So we are going to use books table here, so that's why I'm keeping books. So in the table functions books, if you see the code, it's almost same as the scalar user defined function. The only difference is here we are going to use the returns is a return table type. So let's use the T4H schema again here, and returns here I need to define a table structure. So I'll go with books table. So I'm going to use three columns in books table: book ID, varchar of 3. So you can refer the data types of books, and category varchar of 10, MRP, it's a decimal of 10, 2. Okay, so that's the table structure I would like to get the result, and I need to mention a keyword called table. So this is the new keyword we are going to use in table user defined function, and along with that we need to define the table structure. Here I am using three fields: book ID, category, MRP, with their relevant data types. Okay, and language is SQL script, and we are not using any R language or L language, so we are using SQL script. And SQL security, still it is a invoker, not the definer. Okay, now let's write a code. So the requirement is I would like to bring the data from books table for the following fields: book ID, category, and MRP, and dynamically I want to filter the category, whether I need a PDF books or ebooks or printed books. So I'll use one input parameter here, category, and varchar of 10. So I'll use one input parameter, and the statement is going to be very straightforward. So I need to assign the result, I need to get the result into the returns, and write the select statement. Select book ID, comma, category, comma, MRP from, I can drag and drop the books, from books, where category is equal to, so this value I am going to send dynamically from the category input parameter. Okay, so that's it. So instead of in scalar defined function we used expression here, but table functions allow SQL statements. So that's why I read the SQL statement here, and we are going to get following three fields from this function. Okay, what's the error here? Returns is incorrectly. Okay, actually it's not returns, it's just return. Remember, here returns, but here return. Okay, so it's successfully executed and it's successfully activated. So just remember, if you get any error while activating this code, I mean this table function like authorization error or something, then use this statement, grant select on schema T4H schema name to sysrepo user with grant option, because as I said earlier, that the function whatever we are developing, the design time functions, they are going to generate runtime objects. So runtime objects always execute with sysrepo if whenever you use a catalog object called, here the catalog object is books. So we are using catalog object books. So when you are using catalog object within a script, I mean within a table function, you may get that error, authorization error. So you need to use that grant select to the sysrepo user, then your issue will get resolved. Okay, so our function is activated. Let's refresh it. Okay, so tf underscore books is there, so let's test it. So I'm going to write select star from. Observe this, previously we used the scalar functions in select statement. Now we are using in from class. Select star from books, and we have input category, so I am going to leave it blank for now. So only the blank category what we have is B04. Okay, let's open the books table first. Open content. Okay, category blank is B04. So that's why we got only one result, books, B04. Okay, for example, if I write PDF, then I got all the PDF records. So like that, we can run for any category value to get the result. Okay, so it's working good with category. Even I can write ebook, so it will work for ebook. But what if I want to filter based on the MRP value? Then my program is restricted to the where category is equal to input parameter. So I can filter on category only. I cannot run on MRP or book ID, something like that. So if I want to get that flexibility, the only solution what we have is dynamic filter. So that we are going to see in the next session. So for now, we'll enhance this table function and we'll use scalar function within this table function. Let's see how that works. So first we need to add extra field here, final underscore price, and it's a decimal 10,2. Okay, so here we know how to use that, right? So just put MRP comma final and the function name and give the MRP and discount 20%. Okay, let's activate this. Okay, cannot create different from the attribute name. Okay, it's basically expecting the same name, so we need to use as final underscore price. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, it's successfully activated. So now let's go to the our SQL statement and run for ebooks. There you go. So we got MRP and final price. So what we did, we use scalar function within the table function. So this is a scalar function and we used within the table function. So that's what we mentioned in our earlier lesson. the scalar function can be used in table function or procedure. Wherever you want, you can use the function scalar function. In the next lesson, we'll see how to apply dynamic filter on table functions. Okay, until then, happy learning. Bye.